Before our next story tonight, let me ask you a question. Do you use an app to meditate? What about an app to increase your focus? Or do you wear a device like a smartwatch or a headset to sleep better or to reduce stress? Actually, it doesn't really matter what tool you use and why. If you have ever let technology inside your mind, this story is for you. You see, since the beginning of time, our innermost thoughts have been our own. No one can listen to them. And we take this for granted. But our thoughts may not be private for much longer thanks to technology, which is growing by leaps and bounds. There are brain apps, devices, and implants. They all promise to help us. So we sign up. And what happens next is this. These products monitor our brains. They analyze brainwave signals. They record brain data. They can encode virtually everything that goes on in our minds, our thoughts, our feelings, even our intentions and desires. And what happens to this data? Is it really used for the better? What if it is used for the worse? No one is sure. But if you live in the home of the Hollywood sign, one thing is certain. Now your brain can lawyer up. California has passed a new law. It aims to protect people's brain data, in other words, neural data. It will receive the same protections as other sensitive data, basically biometric information like facial images, DNA, and fingerprints. Thanks to this new law, users can limit the data that neurotech companies collect from them, and they can stop these companies from sharing the data with third parties. Experts are welcoming this law. After all, California is among the rare few taking brain privacy seriously. Earlier this year, Colorado passed a similar legislation. It was a first for the US. What about the rest of the world? In 2021, Chile became the first country to protect neuro data. Mental integrity was added to their constitution. It was a groundbreaking move. Last year, a Brazilian state passed a law to protect brain privacy rights. Some countries have made proposals, including Mexico, Uruguay, Costa Rica, Colombia, and Argentina. They want to enshrine the right to mental privacy. So the examples are few and far between, and progress is slow. Meanwhile, tech is moving at breakneck speed. You have startups helping people control Alexa with their minds. You have billionaires funding brain implants. Look at Elon Musk's Neuralink. Do you know their big mission? To let people share thoughts telepathically. It's the stuff of superhero movies. Then there is non-invasive brain technology. Meta and Snapchat are working on it. Apple is patenting a futuristic AirPod that can scan your brain activity through your ears. Scientists have also built AI brain decoders to translate unspoken thoughts into text. This is enough to make your head spin. And don't get us wrong, neurotech is very fascinating. It can be helpful, even life-changing, but the question still remains, who is regulating this technology? All kinds of companies are building giant treasure troves of data. They're mining through billions of brain waves, and according to studies, many of them are selling this data. It's like the wild, wild west. Why? Because neurotechnology may help our health. But these products do not always qualify as medical devices, so they don't have to follow health rules. And there aren't enough tech innovation rules either. Look at social media, for instance. These giants are collecting our data, all kinds of data, and they're also reportedly selling it. But our policies are still playing catch-up with them, even though this technology is about 2 decades old. So if we can't even manage social media, how are we planning to handle something as advanced as neurotechnology? It's a question that we have to answer. Because with unregulated neurotech, much like our thoughts, our worst fears may not stay in our heads. They could be our reality.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.